making it work.
Okay, we gotta dance again though once we are live.
Do a happy
dance?
dance?
Are we live? Okay.
Yeah, we
dance one more time.
Don't worry.
You gotta do it. That's how we start it.
This is a happy dance right here.
What's that?
It's your happy dance.
Okay. He's gonna teach me how to dance. I don't know how to dance.
You don't know how to dance?
Only a little bit.
Okay, you're in the club right now.
Okay.
Dance floor. What's your move?
Just grab my boobies, you know?
Oh, I was totally gonna do just
Oh, the sprinkler?
Oh, I mean, I can't do that.
What's the Q-tip?
The Q-tip, throw it away.
Well, hi everybody.
Hey guys, so what we're doing today was doing a interview with the wonderful Combat Barbie right here.
Aw,
model and Marine veteran. Yes, USA. I don't know.
Yeah. We should have wore USA bikinis. You too.
I don't want to show you off. So.
Oh man.
I mean, guys, you know, I got the butt for it. I got it. I could be a model too if I want.
Yes, you could.
So what I'm doing is I'm gonna ask her a couple questions about how she started with modeling, her experience in the military, all that fun stuff, and it's gonna be pretty easy.
Nice.
So no pressure.
Okay.
No pressure.
I can handle pressure. I work better under pressure.
You can?
Yeah.
Cool, because you got lots of people watching you now. So.
Do I really?
Yes, you do.
How many?
A lot of people up these days. Not many people up on the East Coast, but a lot of people
West
up on the West
Coast. Everyone's partying. What is it? Wednesday? Whiskey Wednesday? Wasted Wednesday?
Wait, is it Wednesday?
I think so, right?
It is Wednesday.
I was so tired earlier. I was like, Happy Tuesday, everybody. And people were like, it's Wednesday.
Sounds like your cleavage is a rock star, so.
Cool. I didn't buy him to hide him, baby.
I love this girl.
Just being honest.
All right, so how did you get started with modeling?
Oh, geez. Okay. So where do I begin? I started
In the beginning.
In the beginning. There was the sun and the earth, and no, just kidding.
Oh my god! A couple thousand years later.
Yes. Dinosaurs. We're gonna pass the dinosaurs.
And a million years later.
Okay. Well,
and they're now here today.
Okay, here we are today. But no, I started modeling back in, oh god, I don't even know the year, but I know it was when I was stationed in South Carolina. What year was that? 2000. Oh my god, I don't even know. A few years ago.
It was pretty recent.
2017, I think.
16.
16.
It was a couple years ago.
Yeah, because he started following me when I first.
Yeah, I stalked her page. I was kind of like, oh, she's pretty.
Aw, thank you.
And she's 3 hours from me.
Yeah.
We can be near each other and shoot, and then you move away.
I know, I moved where I had to, you know what I mean? So, military. But I was in South Carolina, and a photographer named Kenneth, his tag is CMP Photo. Shout out if you're watching this. I love you. You're awesome. He was like, let's shoot together. And I'm like, photo shoot? I don't know what to do. And he's like, well, you got the looks. Just try to get out there and do it. And I'm like, well, what do? I don't know how to pose. I don't know how to, like, what's cute? Should I stick out my lips? Like, I don't know what.
No duck lips.
Yeah, no, I learned that quick. He's like, none of that.
No.
I didn't know what I was doing, but I did a little shoot, and he said, you know, you're a Marine, so let's incorporate kind of the military in it. So he went to a military surplus store and got like an old Marine, like, coverall jacket, or like a vest, Marine, something like that. And it was old school. It's old school Marine, so it's not the like current uniform. And I put it on and took some pictures in it. I felt really good. I was like, yeah, this is me. This is who I am. You know, I have the girly side and the military side. So we did that. I love the pictures personally. He loved the pictures. My fans on Instagram love the pictures. Because before that, it was just selfies. Selfie, like every day. I think I posted like one every single day a selfie. It was nuts. I'm like, someone should have told me.
And then all of a sudden, bam.
No more selfies. Yeah, I'm like, someone should have told me, like, you're selfieing too much. Selfie, is that a word? Yeah. Selfieing too much. So, but yeah, no, the Marine Corps did not like that though.
Really?
Yeah, my guard sergeant busted in the office. Sergeant Connor, my name at the time. What are these photos? And I'm like, what do you mean? And they're like, why do you look like this? And you have an old Marine Corps uniform on and your butt is showing. You got. And I was like, what? What the heck? What's wrong with that? Like, I am a female, you know. What's wrong? You'd see that same amount of skin on the beach, so in a girl in a bikini. So why can't I just do that for a photo shoot? And they're like, well, I don't know what to say. And they didn't really know what to say because they said, just don't make the Marine Corps look bad. You're still active duty Marines. So they said no nudity, no implied nudity. So I couldn't even like just cover myself. They said I have to have clothes on, a top and a bottom at all times, and I cannot. Wow. Yeah, and I couldn't. They said I couldn't put a Marine Corps picture next to a sexy picture. So they said you could be bikini girl and you could be Sergeant Connor, but do not mix the two together.
So you can't even post them on your Instagram at the same time?
No, I did that, and they got me in so much trouble. I'm not going to say what happened. Well, we figured it out. They said that's what you got to do. You just can't put the two together. So until you get out, while you're still, property of the United States Marine Corps, you're going to follow these rules. And so I was in a cage. And so that made me want to model even more. Can you imagine, you tell someone not to do something, they're going to want to do it.
And awesome. So basically, you were like, you know what? Forget the rules. I'm just going to do it my way anyway.
Yeah. And so I did the bikini girl thing on the weekends. Every weekend. I remember I drove down to, where was it? Columbia, South Carolina. Is that in South Carolina?
Yeah. What, to the beach?
Yeah.
No, Folly Beach, Myrtle Beach, or Hilton Head.
I think it was called, I don't know, Columbia or something with a C.
Well, Columbia is the capital. But it's not near a beach, though.
No, it's not near a beach, but there was like a
Charleston.
huge bikini contest there, though, and I heard it on the radio, and I was like, I'm going to go try to do that. Even though I'm a Marine, during the week, but I was like, I'm going to drive. It was like 4 hours away from where I was stationed. I'm just going to do my first bikini contest. I was so nervous. I took one Marine buddy with me. I was so scared, and I freaking won. And so that right there, I was like, what? Maybe, I got some, I don't know what the word is, that motivated me. And I was like, maybe this could be a thing for me. I'll give it a shot. And so it motivated me even more to do that every weekend. Every weekend I was driving hours to go shoot or do this or do that. There's a truck company in South Carolina called Golden Motors. I don't know if you heard of that.
I don't think I heard of that.
Yeah, they're like a chain of truck companies. They're like, can you be our little spokesgirl on our little calendars and our website? And I was like, yeah,
That's
so I just did whatever I could. I drove wherever, and that's where it started. And then, and as soon as I got out, I was like, I'm gonna do this full time now, not just on the weekends. So
that was awesome.
Yeah, I talk a lot, so.
No, that's good. It's good. So I can think of questions while you're talking.
There you go. So yeah, this is all about questions, by the way.
Yeah. So, but it's good to hear that because I know some people probably wonder how can you balance the military life and a modern life. And apparently there's a lot of rules because you are property of the United States of America, and they want you to be fit with that image.
Yes.
And but you're not active duty anymore now.
No, I've been out for a year and a half now. It's so nuts. Time flies.
Time flies, and now you're doing it modeling full time.
Yep,
now,
that's my life. Full time, social media and modeling, full time. Any chance I get, I'm a yes woman or yes man, is like you say. Like anytime someone's like, you want to shoot? I'm like, yes, let's do it. Because my grandma and my mom told me, even when I was in the Marine Corps, they said, baby, you're only young once and you're only hot once, so you better rock that body while it's still hot. And my grandma tells me that every day. Every day. And oh gosh, you see my grandma. My grandma's the biggest boobies ever. Oh yeah, I love my family. They made me not afraid. They're plastic surgery friendly. My grandma has the biggest knockers ever, and she's tiny like me, and she does her makeup and her hair, and she's like, baby, you better rock that body while it's still hot. And, like when I got in Playboy, she was like, I'll frame it on my wall, even if you're naked. Even my mom and dad.
That's awesome. That's supportive.
Even my mom and dad, they're like, I'll put it on the wall. I'm freaking proud of you. I'm like, wow.
Hell yeah. Does it feel good to have your family support you with that?
Yes. 100%.
Even though the Marine Corps didn't I know some people are not comfortable supporting other people. It's like, oh, why is she naked like this?
Yeah.
Or, oh, what do you deal with the criticisms of people saying oh, you're just doing it naked for attention, or you just because every model goes through that who does lingerie and bikini and stuff like that. You get backlash. How do you handle the backlash?
So I don't, if that makes sense.
She's like,
I don't handle it.
That.
I don't have time, nor do I care. Honestly, I wish I could give you more advice. People ask me all the time, how do you deal with hate? But you guys gotta know, even while I was in the Marine Corps, I have heard every name you can call somebody, I've been called. And I don't know if it made me have thick skin, and I'm happy for it, and especially, being all girly on social media, on Instagram, and then trying to be professional in real life, getting the backlash of the two different worlds clashing together, and everybody has something to say, especially other veterans. Oh, you're making the Marine Corps look girly, you're making it look soft, or
really?
It's supposed to be hardcore, and but I'm still a female first. Before I was a Marine, I was a female. I have a feminine side, and so anyway, basically to sum it up, I've heard everything you could ever tell somebody, so now I don't even.
That doesn't phase you anymore.
No, and nothing anyone can say can hurt my feelings. I know it sounds kind of too crazy, but sometimes I wish it would.
No, I feel if you're in it for a long time, even for me,
it's you're numb to it. It's but of course, positive feedback. I love positive feedback, but negative, I'm I heard that before. Try harder. I do sometimes when they're unique. When someone says something really like jacked up, but it's kind of like unique. I never heard it. I'm like, good job. I never heard that one before.
It's like you insulted me in a different way. I
know,
like
good
that.
job.
I like
good originality. You know, I heard it all. I don't know what to say. I heard it all. There's nothing.
Because calling you a slut is just kind of like, eh.
Because I'm not. You know, what is a slut? A girl that sleeps around with everybody. I don't. So if people only knew.
It's just the perception of like, oh, if she's in bikini all the time or she's in lingerie, she must be sleeping around all the time.
That's crazy.
It's not the truth.
That's crazy.
Because you're an average person, you're a normal person too.
Thank you. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And if they only knew, everyone thinks I'm in a bikini 24/7. Hate to break it to you.
She's in pajamas right now.
I know. I'm in leggings.
She's in leggings. Like, and people think that modeling is like this glamorous lifestyle. You walk around perfect and lingerie and everything like that. No, she was 4 hours late today, by the way.
I was, but hey, I had to drive 6 hours and there's a thunderstorm, so don't call me out.
I wasn't calling her out.
Call me out. I had to drive 6 hours, but I'm here. Better late than never.
But we're shooting tomorrow, so it's gonna be awesome.
Yes.
I'm excited for that.
Yes.
So someone asked, I'm gonna take some questions here. Someone said it takes a special person to put that uniform on and fight for our country. So yeah, definitely give her props for fighting for our country and modeling and just being all around amazing. So thank you so much.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
And speaking of modeling, how did being a tattoo model influence modeling? Because not only you got backlash from the Marine Corps. Yeah, and probably get backlash from random people on the internet.
Oh yeah, random.
But also as being a tattooed model, did that affect you as much, or what did it help you, or didn't matter much?
Honestly, the way the world is now, I guess I kind of fit in. But honestly, I still get told no sometimes from people. They don't want girls that are covered up in tattoos. You know, I could never, like certain magazines will not put me on the cover because I'm so heavily tattooed. But you know, and then that's how it is in life. You know, you're gonna get told no, you're gonna get told yes, but you have to realize my fans on Instagram, and I guess, you know, if I do get put in magazines, those people, they want to see me. They don't want to, you know what I mean?
Right.
So take me as I am. You know, I might have 2 tattoos or 10 tattoos. They want to see me, and so it's at the end of the day, I don't really care about the people that don't like it. But again, I can't do certain things like I try to do. I'm not gonna say which company, but a runway fashion show in LA, and they told me I have too many tattoos for that. And so I'm like, that's okay, that's not for me then. Right. You know what I mean? And there's gonna be one that is for me, and I can't wait, you know, so.
Yeah, so it's, did you ever get photographers tell you they don't want to shoot with you because of that?
Oh yeah, there's like a group of, I guess, older, or not older, what's the word? More conservative thinking photographers. They only shoot the wholesome, all-American, no tattoos, no piercings, no makeup, you know, all natural, no boobies, no surgeries. They only shoot that type of wholesome girl. I guess you could say the type is like Hooters girls, you know? Because I tried to apply to Hooters, they said no tattoos, no makeup, no fake boobs. Like,
even Hooters said that?
Yeah. I'm like, okay,
really?
Cool. I'm like, you're losing business, but all right.
But yeah, Playboy got you.
Yes.
So, I mean, you take what you get. It's like, you know what, I don't need Hooters, you got a Playboy.
Yeah, so when those photographers, there's certain ones I really want to work with, but they're like, sorry, I just don't shoot girls with that many tattoos. I'm just like, then that's not for me, you know? So
yeah, so just move on and just go about that.
There's going to be 10 other people that are for me, so I'm not going to worry about the one that isn't.
Oh, and I think the light just went off.
Yeah, our light just went off.
So, whatever. It'll adjust to that.
This is better lighting.
Oh, really? Oh, I guess. It works.
Yeah.
It works. And guys, by the way, if you guys have any questions for her, definitely type them in the comments. Especially both sides. I'm gonna see that they say anything.
I saw something all caps. What was that?
Let's see. Thank you for your service,
Thank
my
you.
queen. I love all that you do. Please come home. Your true love, Frankie Belly.
Oh, thank you, Frankie.
Let's see. And let's see. Which toothpaste do you use?
Is it because they're white? I don't even know.
That is a question. What kind of toothpaste do you use?
You want to go grab it real quick?
Go grab the toothpaste.
It's Crest 3D White, I think.
Let's see. Has anyone ever told you look like Carrie Underwood?
Aww, no. I get told I look like Brittany Murphy and Gwen Stefani. Because my eyes are brown and my hair's super... Gwen Stefani, I love her. She's amazing. Dude, she's 50 years old. She's so hot.
That's something to look up to right there. They're like 50 years old, still kicking it.
Oh
I like it.
But people say Brittany Murphy a lot too, which is super cool.
So what is the craziest photo shoot that you've ever done? Like the one photo shoot that was kind of like the most creative or most crazy or something. You did something that was just very like, oh, I've never done that before.
Oh, I always do first. I love doing stuff I've never done before. The craziest one. I think the coolest one in my book was when I went to Florida for Tank America. It was rainstorming in Florida, you know, the storms there. And they had a giant puddle of mud, and they're like, let's just park the tank in front of the puddle, and I want you to dive in the puddle of mud. I'm like, what about my hair and makeup? And I'm like, there's worms in the fucking puddle. And they're like, come on, Combat Barbie, dive in the puddle. I'm like, all right, I'll do it. Like, you know, talk to me like that.
They dared you, kind of like, it's like, don't be a bitch, just do it.
I know, like, Combat Barbie, I'm like, okay. In the puddle I go, and I dove in the puddle. I had mud in my teeth. I had mud in my hair for weeks. Like, couldn't get it out. And but it was super cool. Drenched in mud, and they threw an M16 at me, and they're like, just be sexy. I'm like, okay, cool.
Be sexy with a gun. I like that.
Yeah, like, all right, sounds cool. That was the coolest one. The most unique one, though, probably my recent one in the Bahamas. I shot with Photo Mills. We decided to do a cherry theme, but not just cherries, like cute little cherries. We got a whole can of like cherry glaze, the type that you put in like cherry pie.
And pie, yeah.
And we just drenched me in cherry glaze. Well, we thought it'd be sexy, but it looks like I murdered somebody. So wait till those pictures come out. I look like I'm covered in blood and guts. And it's supposed to be like, ooh, cherry pie.
It's kind of like, why is she bleeding?
I know.
And like dying and guts coming out.
Yes, it looks... So, I don't know if those are going to turn out
It's
good.
always those shoots kind of like, it looks good on paper, but when we actually do it, it's like,
it's scary. People walk by like, who'd you murder? I'm like,
it's like, who died?
Dang it. We tried. It's all worth a shot.
What advice would you give models who's just starting out, who wants to like just pursue modeling as a career, or just like do it full time?
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh.
Goodness gosh. Oh my gosh. That's my new word, you guys. Oh my gosh.
Someone make a T-shirt out of that.
Oh my gosh. Am I from what is it? Who talks like that? Dutch people? Oh my gosh. Anyway, I'm Dutch now. No advice. There's so many. What I meant to say was there's so many different types of modeling, whether it's runway, catalog, or whether it's Playboy modeling, or there's just so many different types. There's fashion. I don't even know all the types, but I would say find what you love the most. I've always loved showing off my body, and I don't know if it's because my mom and my grandma influencing me to.
I think they had some influence on that.
Yeah, a little bit. I the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. I'm just like them, and so that's my type. I love showing off my body. I love pushing the envelope. Even when I was in the Marine Corps, I get yelled at. Sergeant Connor, you're almost naked. I'm like, haha, but I'm not. But I'm not. I'm almost there. I love playing with fire. I love pushing the envelope. That's me though. But if that's not you, don't do that then. Some girls are like, I don't want to shoot nude. I'm like, then don't do it. It's not you. Don't do it, and don't let anyone change your mind. Do what makes you happy. So if you want to, model for brands, I tried that out for a bit, but I realized that's not so my thing so much. I like more, showing off my ink and my boobies and stuff like that. But if I figure out exactly what makes you happy, what you want to do in modeling, and just go for it, and don't let anybody influence you otherwise. So that's my advice. Don't let people peer pressure you into being something you're not. If you're that way, you're that way. If not, then you're not. So I could go on all day about that, but
that's awesome. I think it's actually getting late, and it's getting late, so it's getting tiring. Anyone have any last questions? Any possibility of being in Penthouse or Hustler? That's what someone
I'm not gonna
said.
throw the idea away, but right now I'm not there yet, and I probably won't be there yet for another few years, maybe. Maybe one day I will get to that level of confidence, because it takes those girls a lot of confidence to do that. Right now, I don't think I'm so confident in being fully nude. Like I said, one day. It could be next week. It could be years from now, or never. But
could be tomorrow for the shoot. You never know.
It could be in a few hours. No, I'm just kidding.
No, she's going to bed in a few hours.
Yes, I'm tired as hell.
Gym for 6 hours.
Yes, I drove for 6 hours. It's crazy.
Someone asked.
Maybe one day.
How tall are you?
I am 5'4".
Yeah, she photographs tall, but she's tiny. She's fun size.
It's because I have long, skinny legs, so I look like I'm stretched out like Gumby. I'm like, people are like, "Are you 6 foot?" I'm like, no.
It's like no. Someone said it online. She's a modern day Marilyn Monroe, just total class. Thank you guys. She is amazing.
I'm gonna cry anytime someone says that. I'm like, that's my idol. I'm gonna cry.
Let's see, and so if you're on. So make sure you go follow her on the Combat Barbie. I'm gonna tag her in mine. Also, follow my page in Vogue Photography. We'll tag each other at some point, however this works.
I think you could pin your name. You should type your name in and pin it.
Can you pin your name on this? Yeah. How do you pin your name on this?
I think you type it in the comments. Like you tag yourself and then you can pin it. I think you can, right? Where's the @ symbol? Uh-oh.
You know what? I'm just, no.
Like you're gonna turn it off.
We'll worry about that later. I'm trying to see any more. You're absolutely gorgeous.
Oh, thank you.
And
you guys like my short hair? I had long hair for a while. Now it's super short. I try to be more like Marilyn.
Let's see. Someone else said you look like Carrie Underwood.
Oh, thank you.
Let's see. Say, is she single?
I knew that question was going to come up. So, I'd rather not say because I think that I share so much of my life with the world. There's certain things that I deserve to have just for myself. I share so much with you guys that I feel like my personal life should just be for me, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I will say if I am with someone, he supports me 100,000,000% on what I do. And for ladies out there, that's what you need, especially if you're going to be in the career that I'm in. You need a man that's going to support you, never be jealous, be behind you 100%. When you're feeling down, pick you back up, motivate you, remind you why you do this. So really find a man that does that. And but yeah, like I said, you should keep 3 things private: your sex life, your bank account, and your next move. Ooh. And I live by that because it's true. You know, sometimes people ruin things, so keep some things to yourself. You deserve to keep some things to yourself.
Yeah, I thought Kanye was the only one doing Sunday service. Sheesh. All right. I love it. Dang. Someone says come back to Florida. Let's see. Someone said you went through hell for Playboy.
Yes, I did.
What was that?
Oh gosh. Okay, so
Story time.
Yeah. So Justin Brandon was a photographer. He's based out of Miami, Florida. And for some reason the details got mixed up. I guess we planned to shoot, but we never said. He thought I was in Florida. I thought he was in California. I thought he was in LA. So we didn't know until the day of. He's like, "Where are you at?" And I'm like, "In California." And he's like, "I'm in Florida." And I'm like, "What the heck? What the heck's going on?" So we had to rush and fly him out, with canceled flights, late baggage, so his cameras, all that stuff was mixed up everywhere. We had to wait. And then not only that, I got bit by a brown recluse on my leg. I still have the scar. I think it's this one. Literally bit by a brown recluse. I was puking. I was dizzy, seeing stars. I had to be rushed to the hospital twice. I was covered in sweat. Just really, really, really sick. And I never got bit by a brown recluse. Yeah, but we had to shoot, and I'm like, we're running out of time. So it was just, I went through hell and back, and then our location got canceled twice. So we had to last minute try to find a mansion. Last minute, literally the minute of, we had to call anybody we could to get a mansion. And my dream was to be in front of a yellow Lambo because I love sunflowers. So we had to call every car rental.
Oh wow!
It was hell and back, but I was like, and I was throwing up while this was happening. He had a cold rag on my head. Between shots,
you were determined.
I was determined. I'm like, no, I came this far. I'm gonna do it. I didn't come this far to only come this far. I'm gonna do it. It's my dream. This is just God or the universe or whatever you want to. Maybe Satan. The spider was sent by Satan. Whoever it was, they're testing me to see if I really wanted it. And I was like, I want it. I'm doing it. And after we got done, I was like, okay, take me to the hospital. Now we went to the hospital. So. But you couldn't tell. Looking at my Playboy pictures, you can't tell that I'm dying and that the whole world is crashing down around me. You can't tell. All you see is me, happy in my moment, and the rest is history.
What's that meme that has the dog and everything's on fire? He's just like, I'm fine.
He's like, this is fine.
I'm fine. Holy cow.
Yeah.
At that point, I would just quit on that point.
No, I was like, no, I'm not throwing in the towel. I'm not a quitter.
Oh my gosh. Let's see. Someone else asked, what's your boob size?
I don't know. I really don't. I told him, go as big as you can, Doc. I told him I want big, like Pamela Anderson boobies, where like when I walk in the room, the first thing you see is just chi-chis, like these big boobies. And he was like, I can't go that big, you're tiny. And I'm like, go as big as you can, go big or go home. That's what my grandma says. So,
we need to talk to your grandma about this.
Yeah, but this is as
it's
big
like,
as...
listen, grandma.
Oh no! Oh, we're back!
We're alive.
Booby quake. No.
We'll edit that out.
No, you're good. But yeah, I don't know what size I told him as big as he can go, so I don't know, man.
Oh my word. Let's see. Someone said, "I love to date you right now."
Love to date me?
Yeah, you have a lot of people who wants to date you,
I guess so.
but you're taken. So,
Or am I?
or are you? I don't know. You never know. Was her transition from military to civilian hard?
Yes, and it's still hard. I still struggle with it. Because in the military, you're part of something and you're with your unit, and every day you have people to motivate you and you belong to something. When you're set free as a civilian, I don't know if other veterans can relate, I kind of felt lost at first. I knew what I wanted to do, but I wasn't in the military anymore, but I didn't quite fit in with regular civilians. They don't understand what I've been through or why I cuss so much or how I act. They don't really get it, and so you're in this limbo. And so I was depressed for a while. I was like, shoot, there's nobody I can relate to. So then I just reached out to other veterans and asked them, hey, did you also have a hard time finding your way in the world after? And they're like, yeah, dude, and no one understands me. And so it's good to reach out to each other, because that's the biggest thing, because there's some days where I feel like, well, dang, it's just me. And it is, when you're a freelance model is what I am. I'm no company or organization owns me. So I'm a freelance model, and it's hard when you're freelance because it's like, well, dang, I don't belong to a group anymore. But like I said, you find other models you get along with, and then other veterans. So yeah, it was hard. And if anyone out there is going through the same thing where you're kind of lost in the world, DM me and I will help you out. I'll give you tips to help you stay positive, because there's some days where I'm like, what the heck am I doing? And I have mentors and other people that are, veterans that help me out, because it's tough. Life is tough already. And then, when you get out of that structure and you're free, it's like, what do I do? Like, kind of want to go.
Do you suffer a lot with PTSD too, or anything, or not so much?
It's certain things. I don't suffer from PTSD, but certain things do remind me in a bad way of bad things I went through in the military. Loud noises, or like certain things. I'm like, whoa, and then I have to remind myself, okay, I'm not there anymore. I'm not dealing with that. But it's a good thing. It's taught me to be, besides today, it's taught me to be like early to things, and to wake up with a purpose. Right when I wake up, make my bed, because and even if you're a civilian, you should just do that, because it sets the precedence for the rest of the day. It's one accomplishment. When you do that, right when you wake up, you have like a little squirt of dopamine in your brain, and you're like, wow, I just accomplished something. I can keep doing this all day. And so I suggest it. Just make it. And then I know I'm rambling on, but
no, it's good, because like we'd like to hear like your experience, and like, and I'm sure civilians don't know what it's like to be in the military or live with that experience. And especially with models who try to live both lives, especially having a regular life, personal life, and model life, especially being in the public eye a lot, it's hard to balance it sometimes.
Oh yeah, it's rough. And I always say keep your personal life and your public life separate. I know people like to be so open on social media, but like I was saying earlier, you gotta have some things you keep to yourself, because when you start blurring your public life and your personal life, when that line starts blurring, I think problems start happening, and you don't know who's what, who's where, what am I supposed to be? Like, when you're not on camera and you're not on social media, just relax and be yourself. And you can be yourself on camera as well, but you see what I'm saying? Like, there should be certain aspects of your life that you keep special just for you. And that's the best way to balance it. I give props to all the models out there that have families and we don't even know, they have kids, husbands. There's a lot of girls out there that model full time. They're on Instagram, they're working their asses off. Can I cuss on here?
Yeah.
I can do whatever I want, right?
Yeah, I don't think anyone is. No, yeah, you go ahead.
Comment ass if you like me saying ass. No, I'm just kidding.
And I'm going to get ass on yours.
Ass.
Yeah, I think all people on the East Coast are sleeping, though.
Yeah, what are those emojis there?
Oh, I think that's the French. The
French flag.
I think so. Let's see.
Bonjour.
Let's see. You ever going to do a shoot with Miss Lenny Marie?
Oh, yes, I am, actually. I don't want to spoil it.
I love her. Actually, I shot with her before, too.
You did?
Yes.
Oh, my gosh. She's such a sweetheart. Oh, she's a heart of gold, and that's what it's about, man. Beautiful on the outside, beautiful on the inside, too, because this stuff is going to fade one day. And what's left? You know what I mean?
I want to shoot with y'all both together.
I would love that.
We have to make that happen.
Yes. Her husband now, she just got married. Congratulations, by the way.
Yes.
If you're watching this or if you watch the replay, I love you guys. You're awesome. You guys inspire me. They invited me to shoot, and I'm not going to say when, but it might be soon.
Okay, so I need to be on that shoot because I need to come on that. Okay, I think I asked you a lot of questions, and you need to go to sleep.
I don't want to go now, but yeah. I'm having so much fun, you guys.
See, I told you. See, she was nervous in the beginning.
I
and
never go
everything.
live. I never go live. I went live once for like 10 minutes for like a drawing giveaway I did. I was on there for 10 minutes. I announced the winner and then I got off. I was like, what do I do? But I like it. I feel like I can connect with everybody.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
If I stop making the thing fall down.
another booby quake.
That's my fault. I think it's my foot. I don't know. Well, anyway, we're just gonna log off now. Thank y'all so much for participating in this interview
It's like
thing.
zooming in. Why is it zooming in?
Did I break it? I broke everything.
It's zooming in.
Maybe I can pinch it back. There it is.
That's zooming
Okay.
in. It's zooming in every 2 seconds.
I'm breaking
It's so
iPhones today.
funny. Oh my gosh.
And we have 2 iPhones side by side.
Yes.
Live on hers,
So I don't know
live
where to
on
look.
mine.
I'm like, where do I
so I'm
look?
like, look on both sides.
And then I'm like, do I look at the camera or look at you? I don't know.
Oh yeah, my face is pretty. You can look at me
Yes.
if you want to. It's okay. It's okay. But y'all guys have a good night and be around for part 3 some other time.
Yes.
People. Yes.
Thanks.
Let's see. And